All right, let's get right into it. There's a huge shift happening in the restaurant world, and honestly, it's probably messing with your own lunch decisions. We're going to break down why that fast food combo you grab is suddenly costing nearly as much as a sit-down meal, and, what that means for the entire industry.
So picture this. Your wallet's feeling a little light, you're hungry, and you've got to decide where to eat. For like decades, the no-brainer answer for saving money has been the drive-thru. It's quick, it's easy, and it's supposed to be cheap, right?
Well, it turns out the data is telling us a completely different, kind of weird story. It looks like people are making a choice that seems to go against all common sense.
And that brings us to what we're calling the Great Restaurant Reversal. It's this trend that has totally flipped the script on where we're all choosing to spend our money when we eat out. And here's the mystery in black and white. Foot traffic to fast food joints, what the industry calls quick service restaurants, or QSRs, is actually going down. But at the same time, traffic to more expensive casual dining places, like an Applebee's or a Chili's, is going up.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? When every dollar counts, why on earth would people choose the more expensive option? It makes no sense on the surface, but there is a fascinating reason behind it all.
And that reason really just boils down to a huge shift in how we as customers define the word value. It's not just about finding the cheapest thing on the menu anymore.
And this quote, this is the real aha moment. James Schwartz from Bank of America just lays it all out. He's saying that fast food prices have crept up so high that for just a few bucks more, you can get a way better meal and a better experience at a sit-down place. The whole idea of what's a good deal has been turned on its head.
So here's the key. That little calculator in our heads has changed its formula. We're not just looking at the price tag anymore. We're doing this more complex math. Like, okay, for $3 extra, I get a bigger plate, the food's better, and I get to sit down and have someone bring it to me. And all of a sudden, that casual dining meal actually feels like the smarter purchase.
And this is happening because fast food places have been raising their prices way more aggressively, about 4% this year. Compare that to the 2 or 3% increase at sit-down spots. That price gap between them is getting smaller and smaller, and it's making all of us stop and rethink our usual choices.
Now, of course, the fast food giants aren't just going to sit back and watch their customers walk across the street. Oh no, they have a playbook, and they are running plays like their business depends on it. 'Cause it does. They're launching a full-on counterattack. We're talking deals, new items, and something else. A really powerful tool that's turning out to be a total game changer.
And their strategy has a bunch of moving parts. You're seeing way more aggressive value meals, a constant flood of those limited-time-only offers that make you feel like you have to go now, customizable combos, and all these wild new menu items designed to get people talking and, more importantly, get them in the door. But this is their secret weapon: loyalty programs. And just look at these numbers. They're staggering. In 2024, sales from people in their loyalty programs jumped 34%. Meanwhile, sales from regular customers actually dropped by 1%. That is a massive, massive difference.
So why are they so powerful? Simple. Those apps on your phone are little data-gathering machines. Brands know exactly what you like to order, when you order it, and what kind of deal will be just tempting enough to get you to come back. They can send a promotion designed specifically for you, making it almost impossible to say no.
Okay, so let's shift gears. We've talked about the customer, now let's go behind the scenes to the restaurant owners themselves. Because while they're fighting for our business out front, they are getting squeezed like crazy in the back.
I mean, every single day is a tightrope walk. You've got labor costs going up on one side and the price of ingredients going up on the other. It's a really tough spot to be in.
Now there is a little bit of good news, especially on the labor side. That whole chaotic Great Resignation thing seems to have cooled off. Employee turnover is stabilizing. It's coming down from those crazy highs a couple of years ago. So it's getting a little easier to find and keep good people.
But, and this is a big but, here's the catch. Even though hiring is a bit easier, the cost of paying those employees is still climbing, and that puts relentless pressure on their profits.
And this pressure is coming from everywhere. Fast food labor costs alone shot up over 6% in just 1 year. You've got more than 20 states that hiked their minimum wages in 2025, and on top of all that, even though food inflation is slowing down, prices for ingredients are still almost 5% higher than they were last year. It's just a perfect storm of rising costs. So, with all this pressure, all these changing habits, what does the future actually hold? What can we expect to see on the menu, so to speak, heading into 2026?
Well, this quote from Christopher Holtz gives us a big clue. It suggests that big money, the private equity investors, are about to jump back into the restaurant game. After sitting on the sidelines for a few years, they're starting to see stability and opportunity, and that could kick off a huge wave of deals.
So the road ahead looks pretty busy. We're probably going to see more mergers, maybe some restaurant chains going public. We're also seeing smart franchisees, people who own, say, a bunch of Burger Kings, start investing in new, exciting brands to spread their risk. And at the same time, workers want more than just a paycheck. They want flexibility and real benefits. It all points to one thing. You have to be able to change and adapt, constantly.
So the bottom line, the big takeaway from all of this is pretty simple, but it's really hard to pull off. In this new world for restaurants, winning isn't about being the cheapest anymore. It's about being the most flexible, the most creative, and the best at giving customers an experience that they actually feel is worth their money.
Which really just leaves us with this final question to chew on. In this new battle for your dollar, who's going to win? Is it the place with the fastest service or the place that gives you the best experience? The answer to that is going to shape the future of how we all eat out.